If you struggle leaving a narcissist, I want to know if any of you have felt the same way that I do about what's keeping you stuck from leaving. For those that don't know me, I'm Soulfully Wild, a narcissistic abuse survivor and holistic trauma healer. I help others heal from narcissistic abuse. If you feel called to work with me, there's a contact me link in my profile. Aside from the usual love bombing and getting us hooked and the trauma bond, has anybody done a deep dive and really thought about the trauma that we have within ourselves, usually from childhood, where you have at one or more given times been able to identify with the narcissist? If you have, I want you to leave me a comment below and tell me about it. I believe that one of the hardest things about being in a relationship with a narcissist is that when we see their trauma, because we always see it, right? We see our own as well. So like if you were a child that was abused or a teenager that something happened to, or been in a very tumultuous relationship in the past and they've had the same things happen or similar things, or even maybe not even similar things, but just the fact that they've had trauma and PTSD, like our body recognizes what they've been through. When you see somebody else's trauma, and they don't show it very often, right? But a lot of times you can see it when it comes out in their rage or just, I don't know, a lot of times it does come out in the love bombing phase. And I know that they use that as manipulation, but we also know that most of them have actually been traumatized in some way, shape, or form, neglected, and we feel that. It's hard for us when we have empathy for somebody to walk away from somebody we know is hurting, especially when they've mirrored us and we feel like we're walking away from ourselves. It's also why when they don't recognize our trauma, when they don't see us or hear us, when we're trying to get our point across and help them have empathy for us, it hurts even more. And aside from the fact that they don't have empathy, a lot of them just cannot really handle, and again, I'm not making an excuse, but they really can't handle any more trauma than what they've already been through. And so they typically run from it, or they cause a problem to create a fight, or whatever this situation. Each one of them might be a little bit different, but in all actuality, at the end of the day, what they're trying to do is to get away from that feeling that they cannot handle. And I'll bet most of us have been conditioned to be the one to handle their trauma plus our own, until such time it gets to a point where it's too much. It's too much for us.